My voice is not make sure, please bear with me. What's going on, people? Welcome back to League M for more Chelsea news and transfer news. There's been some things that have been happening in the Chelsea camp, and we are going to talk about them in this video. And the first thing, and really what's been the most, upsetting to Chelsea fans, is the club's treatment of Trevoh Chalobah. Now, I've mentioned in another video that Trevoh Chalobah could be one of the players whom we look to offload in this window, especially with the new signings that are coming in. Players are going to be deemed surplus to requirements. And it has happened that, we're in preseason now. And before preseason, news broke that Trevoh Chalobah has been left out of the USA tour altogether. He's not part of the preseason squad. And that really made the situation of him leaving a sure case, in my opinion. Whether or not I'm happy about it, I do understand. The problem is the way the club is handling Trevoh Chalobah at the moment. I think if they feel that he is surplus to requirements, then a solution could have been found for him a while ago. Given that the asking price for him is not really that high as well, I'd feel really hard done by if I was in his shoes. And I think, I would have handed in a transfer request immediately. The rest of the squad is going to be playing in the US, and I'm here. I'm left here to do what? Just to prepare to leave. So hopefully a solution is found. Personally, I'm all for moving players on who we feel that there's no place for them in this team, of which, I would argue that there is. He's been pretty much our best centre-back for final parts of the season. I'm not going to talk about how much of a good player he is. I already mentioned that in the previous video. I really think he could have staked a claim in terms of acquiring a place. I think he's better than some of the centre-backs that we have here at the club. But then again, what can we say? Hopefully a solution is found for him and he can be moved on to a team where he can get regular minutes and possibly just further his player career. We'll see in the next days what happens with him. Another player that we feel is hard done by would be our goalkeeper, Djordje Leteovix. Djordje Leteovix was one of the players who served us well last season, and it seems that he's also on the chopping block. There is a reason for that. Djordje Leteovix is actually a victim of change. Change in management. Different coach coming in who has a different way of operation, a different style of play. And Djordje Leteovix just doesn't, fit the mold that Enzo Maresca would like to have in a goalkeeper. A coach like Enzo Maresca needs a player who is active in build-up play. It means that person has to be good, very good on the ball. And Leteovix, as good a shot stopper as he is, his ball playing is average at best. And you can see why he's the one being preferred to be moved on this window rather than Robert Sanchez. So yes, in Petrovic's case, he is really hard done by, but when you analyze the situation and you understand that a player of his profile is not really suited to the system that Enzo Maresca wants to employ at the club. Now, that takes us to the question that with the board of directors and the recruitment team having known that going forward, the long-term vision was always for Chelsea to be a position-based team, why then did they not go for a different keeper last season? Why then did we? Because all of this, could have been avoided, honestly. That, it just makes you ask questions. So whether or not it's a loan move away or a permanent move, we'll see. No one has reported that clubs are looking to acquire services, so we'll see in the next days what happens with that. Which brings us to the next point of this video. This weekend, Chelsea have completed a deal for Villarreal goalkeeper Philip Jurgensen for a cut price 24.5 million euros. Now, this fee has no add-ons, meaning Villarreal won't get a dime when we win the Premier League next season, hopefully. I can dream. And for what Maresca needs in a keeper, this is a good signing. He's an excellent ball-playing goalkeeper. And having produced the most saves of any La Liga goalkeeper last season, his shot stopping does not leave much to be desired. Obviously, having the most saves means, you faced a lot of shots. But that, I can only attribute that to the defense as a whole. Obviously, there will be very different in the Chelsea setup, provided that our defense is more solid. Which this preseason has shown that, we're not really there defensively. But then again, it's only preseason, so, we can't really say, hey, because of this now, this is how it's going to be the whole season. From what I've seen and what I've watched from him, his distribution is very good, for one. His reflexes are just as good, having produced the most saves. His ball playing is excellent, which leads me to believe that he could be a shoo-in for the #1 spot in the Chelsea team. And honestly, I'm not really complaining about this signing. If Petrovic can be moved on, then that means, there is a void that needs to be filled. And if he can do that, I'm more than happy. I think he can come in. I think he can, be good for us and go on to have an excellent career at Chelsea. So we will see how he fares in this Chelsea team. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. You guys let me know your thoughts about the Trevoh Chalobah Petrovic situation in the comment sections below. What do you think of Philip Jurgensen? And if you're new here, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Keep it M.